Hey everybody, how's it? What's going on? Geebz here. Um, Thinking moment here. First, I'll start with the question before I go drag something out there and I get to the point. What is the most memorable, impactful lyric that you recall that is part of your fiber that you think of? Maybe it's a call to action when you're needing a boost, a lift, a way out of, anxiety or whatever it is that heavy metal has brought to you, your favorite heavy metal band and its lyric. Um, the reason why I bring this up is because this particular journey on this channel, what makes it unique for me still to this day, even though things are changing for me fast on the channel and everything, is going back and listening to a lot of the songs that I've done here and going and listening to and looking up the lyrics. Some of them I just can't understand by virtue of the fried vocals, or the mixes or whatever. And for me, I realized, part of the genius of metal is, as a composer, the way the music is written with, the distorted guitar. I mean, I'm going to get really raw, rootsy about it. The distorted guitar, that overdriven, saturated, fried, edgy sound of a guitar, the insanity and the pounding of the drums, the ball blasting of the bass, and of course the vocals, very loud, very in your face, is an incredibly impactful release of emotions. Not only for the band and performing it, but I think I can speak for myself after kind of going back and listening to bands that I thought, like, I may not have even heard of anything or cared to have listened to before this channel, and go back and really read the lyrics and just kind of live in awe in the fact that, my God, there's so many incredible lines in these lyrics that I wish I knew how to say, and that's why that makes them artists, poetically, vocalists and everything, to get that energy out, or things that I wish I could say, but I could never say, would never say in public or something, or scream out the window, how I feel about something politically or spiritually or something, or how much anger I might be, stirred up in a moment and just want to let it out. And tracks in heavy metal, I think heavy metal is the dark lightning of getting negativity out of you. I think it's the expression of it and the power and the heaviness, and what other people who may not understand heavy metal might say the ugliness of it. Not the ugliness because people look ugly or angry and stuff like that. There's enough articles and stuff that other people write about, why are heavy metal people look this way or whatever. But that's them and their articles. That's not what this is about. For me, it's about, God, I wish there was a way I could say that. Oh, that's right. These guys just did. And they did it to some of the gnarliest, most pounding music out there. And, not all of it is like, 200 beats per minute and screaming and just hyper chaotic metal. There's, metal that cruises in the 90 beats per minute to 125, 130 beats per minute. That still is just as impactful. And, for me, reading a lot of these lyrics, I'm probably going to sound really stupid when I say this. That's okay, because I'm ignorant. I'll surrender that to a lot of things in life that I'm still learning about. Well, without the music, then these lyrics would be more poetry. Would they have the same impact? In defined in front of an audience to be performed of, yeah, I guess that's why you might have something like slam poetry. And a lot of times that's what I've called bands that I've listened to whose vocalists do the fried techniques and stuff like that. It's like, it may not have a tonal melodic value, but it definitely has a rhythmical, powerful velocity, impact, what slam poetry is kind of that same thing. And so I've always said, oh yeah, this kind of reminds me, okay, this is heavy metal slam poetry. And I think the reason why I wanted to put out this video is because, as an old fart, and gliding on the last, third or quarter of my life, or who knows, eighth, it depends what the universe has set for me. I look back at this, and as a composer and somebody who's made their life 100% about the music business, I feel still so fortunate that I have had the opportunity with these last few years on this channel to learn more about, you know, the impact of metal. Excuse me. Not just based on these reactions that I've been doing and reading all the comments and everything, but just the impact of the lyrical content, of which I have to admit I can't hear a lot of the lyrics. You know, even if it's not, you know, the fried vocals, you know, that growling, dark fried vocals, a lot of times even the super clean vocals and stuff like that, I'm like, wait, what do you say? Because they might be pulled back in the mix and stuff, you know. But there are some incredibly, powerfully and creative lyrical content in there. But yes, it is dark and it is mostly heavy. It's not like, let's go out and buy a birthday cake and celebrate. Yay! No, pop music. You do that. Okay, that's that. Metal and a lot of things that have been talked about is heartbreaking family situations, life situations, encompassing spiritual things, emotional things. You know, a lot of, I hear in a lot of the lyrics, a lot of these artists getting the stuff out of them that a lot of us can identify with. And I think that's really a super huge thing. Because a lot of times we feel like we're inside our own bubble sometimes. We're the only ones that feel this way. And then all of a sudden you hear a song and you go, oh, wow, that's exactly how I feel. But I'm not a singer. I'm not a songwriter. I'm not a musician. I'm just this person living my life. But I don't know what this bottled up energy is all about. But I can hear it here, and this is, you know, this is insane, and this is, wow, this is a great representation of how I feel, you know. So I'll let them say it, and then when I'm feeling this way and I've got to get, you know, something off my head or something, I'll put on my favorite track that brings that, you know, brings everything into balance for a few minutes or something in life, so you can at least get like a grip on it and say, all right, ready to hit the day, you know. So anyhow, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I just listened to a few songs. I'm not going to mention what they are. It's not a big deal. And I was sitting here going, damn, you know, and two of them are from fairly new bands, young metalheads, young metal. And then some, and then the last one was actually from a band that has been around for about 30 some odd years. And this is a recent release of theirs. They're still together and stuff. And it was nice to listen to the wisdom of the older metal track that I can identify with as a you know, guy my age, but then listening to the intensity and the pain and the energy of the emotion behind it on a couple of the younger bands, I was like, wow, these guys just nailed it, you know. And me as an older person listening to a younger band and the lyrics was like, yeah, oh, you're on that road. I've been that road. Okay, you guys got a run coming at you, and this is what, you know, life might dole out based on your lyrics. Anyhow, I'm getting a little too chatty, but yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I was kind of at my wit's end today with some things. I listened to some music. I said, you know, this is a reaction without having to listen to music. This is a pure reaction that I'm just kind of giving you right now based on the impact that heavy metal lyrics and stuff has on me when I'm listening to it at my age and what I can associate with it. And truly what heavy metal most likely has had an impact on listeners in the world who follow. I don't care if it's, you know, some of the metal and some of the stuff, of course, is going to be a little darker and heavier, gnarlier than anything that's in my, you know, I don't have a dog in the hunt for satanic stuff or dark and gnarlier, you know, stuff of that nature. So I have nothing there. But I mean, when it comes to a lot of the other things that have to do with, you know, things of society and stuff or politics or where the world's headed kind of stuff, I'm like, you know, metal's the only way that you can really, you know, give it the people's elbow, you know, and really get it across. So anyhow, really long video. Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I shouldn't do videos this late at night, but I do, and I did, and here it is, and I'll see you when I see you. All right.